Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a little while since I've done a YouTube video. I done messed around and got on TikTok and been devoting my energies toward TikTok. I haven't even been writing poems for real. But that third book is coming out. I'm going to give you the title. It's the Little Black Book of Love and Lust. And yes, it's every bit of what the title says it is. It's a Little Black Book of Love and Lust. So I'm just going to put the disclaimer out there now. This will be a little X-rated. It's not for people under 18. Now that we got that out the way. On a serious note, I have a confession to make. In all sincerity, I have a confession to make. A lot of times when your friends call you, whatever, they ask, hey, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. Or, people ask you how you doing. They don't really care. But they're just asking how you doing to be polite, whatever. And I have to be honest. When I say I'm good or it's all good, about 30% of the time I'm lying to y'all. It's not all good. About 35% of the time I'm frustrated. And mainly I'm tired. Not physically tired, but just emotionally and mentally tired. I'm tired of getting up every morning and busting my ass for ungrateful people. I'm tired of working in places where I'm the only one that looks like me, and I've come to the realization, we're going to get to the ungratefulness in a minute, but I've come to the realization that some of the jobs that I've had where I'm the only one that looks like me, it was because of what I look like. And before we even take it there, you get thinking, oh, he's getting ready to play the race car, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm really not. It's just reality. And I've come to terms with that reality. And I, for one, am not one to shy away from that reality. There's been jobs that I've held where it was plainly evident that I was the token. And, I was hired because of my color first and then because of my skill set. And, I'm tired of that. There's a speech that says something along the lines of, I have a dream that one day I'll be judged for the content of my character, and I paraphrase, and not the color of my skin. And it's sad to say 2021, we're at the end of 2021, almost 2022, that we still deal with skin color issues. I'm tired of going to places and being judged before I even step foot into the place. You know what I'm saying? To step foot into the service. Prime example. I've experienced, within the last few years, I've experienced cases where I have to make a phone call to a homeowner. Hi, my name is Rory Holmes. I'm with so-and-so, such and such company. Just letting you know I'll be there to service your home in about 30 minutes. And the person on the other end sounds, oh, great, can't wait to see you. Can't wait to get this AC flowing. And I show up to the door, and it's, oh. And I even had one person tell me, wow, the voice doesn't match the face. And I really couldn't, not 9 times out of 10, I'm quick with it. I'll have a rebuttal, a snapback. But I was flabbergasted, to take a, to use a word that some are familiar with. I was flabbergasted at what came out of this homeowner's mouth. Wow, the face doesn't match the voice, And that bothered me. That really threw me off my game, I'm tired of not being able to be, or having to dial myself back because I don't want to be looked at as the angry black guy. I was told a long time ago, because I used to have a fiery temper, and I still do. It's tucked away. That fire still burns. It's a small fire, but it's a blue flame. If you know what blue flame, the blue flame burns hotter than an orange flame. It's a small one, but it's a blue flame. And but I was told you can't get mad all the time. You have to dial yourself back. You can't be the angry black guy. And I was told that by a non-black person, you know. And for years I thought, well, how come I can't be the angry black guy? And I just come to the realization that it intimidates certain people. You know, I've had conversations with a very, very wise woman. And I think I've shared this story before, where years ago I was at a college campus and I met this woman, one of this woman's colleagues. And he was about maybe 5'6", 5'7". And I'm fresh out of boot camp now. I'm fresh out of Marine Corps boot camp. Let's say how long ago it was. I'm fresh out of Marine Corps boot camp. Shout out MCRD San Diego. I'm fresh out of Marine Corps boot camp. So I'm trim, I'm fit, you know, I'm looking good. I got my uniform on. You know, I'm standing, I'm about 6'2.5", 6'3". And uniform down, creased up, looking good, you know. And I meet this man, and when I shook his hand, first of all, he gave me the dead fish handshake. And second of all, when I shook his hand, I could feel him trembling, like he was legitimately trembling. So after that encounter, that interaction, I went back and I asked this wise woman, I asked her, I said, well, what was his problem? And this wise woman said to me, she said, I'm just going to be straight up with you. People like that are intimidated by people like you. I said, well, what do you mean? She says, well, you're well-spoken, so that means you have some sort of intelligence. You're tall. And point blank, honey, you are black. Not only are you black, but you are dark black. Or you're dark skinned. At that time, I was in the California sun, you know, multiple hours a day. So that I got this. I'm not as dark as I was when I came out of boot camp. But that's the way she put it to me. And I carried that with me for many. I carried that with me to this day. And I'll be damned if I don't see the same thing that happened in '97 in 2021, almost 2022. And so I'm going to open up the comments on this video. And this is the part one. And there'll probably be other parts. I wouldn't say it's part one. There'll probably be other parts. But why is that? How is it that somebody that looks like me, just because I'm taller than you, and I enunciate, and I have some sort of intelligence. I've read a few books in my lifetime. You know, I wasn't even the best student in school, high school, college, or otherwise. I wasn't even the best student. At best, I was like a C- student. How is it that I intimidate you? Why are we still here? Why does the color of my skin? I need answers. Why does the color of my skin intimidate you? Why does me being 6'3" intimidate you? Well-spoken intimidate you? Can anybody answer that for me?